And they're totally within your control, and they don't require drugs or therapy. They just require you making new choices. But I'll tell you this, everybody has a fear they're not enough and they won't be loved, and here's why. In the beginning, when you're a baby, what do you got to do to be loved? Cry? What else? Anything you do, you'll be loved. You poop, they go, oh, poo-poo, yellow poo-poo, oh, I still love you, baby, poo-poo. Isn't that true? You vomit all over somebody, oh, baby, it's okay, baby, love you, baby, I love you, baby. Doesn't matter what you do. You crap, you vomit, you fart. Try that stuff when you're 50 and see if it works real well. See if you still get that love you were thinking about. Right? You're fat when you're a baby and you're loved. Try that later on, see if it works. Look at those big chubby cheeks. Last time you heard somebody say that about a 35-year-old. Look at those big chubby cheeks. But wasn't it cute then? Because everything was cute then, because oxytocin was flowing, baby. Right now, there is a day when that oxytocin stops flowing and all hell breaks loose. That's a day when all of a sudden you did the same little poo-poo, but you got in trouble. That was a day when maybe you went out and other kids didn't have the same oxytocin flowing for you like your mother did or your father did, and all of a sudden you found out you weren't made of gold. All of a sudden you got pain instead of love, and it is a massively disrupting event. Now, if you go to a therapist and lie on your back long enough and freely associate, you can find many moments when you felt unloved, and you can tie that moment as the reason why you have such low self-esteem that you do these terrible things and can't feel terribly great. Or you could say, I'm a human. And everybody's got the fear because we all had a moment when we lost that total unconditional love, or felt we did. And we've had lots of moments since then. How many have had people treat you in a less than unconditionally loving way at some stage of your life? Could I see a show of hands here? How many have this happen more than once in your lifetime? Say I. How many think this may occur again in the future? Say I. So we all have that sense of loss, and with that sense of loss comes fear. The fear that we're not enough. And so we all figure ways to get that love back. Some people do it by being an overachiever, so they get love that way. Some people do it by being a people pleaser. What would you like? I'd love to do it. What would it be? Right? And so sure enough, people then respond to that. They get love for that. That's their tool. That's their way of doing it. Some people do it by saying, screw you to the world. I don't need your love. I'm significant by myself. I'm enough. You're not going to mess with me. Really inside, they're freaking out. But they have this surface thing that they do to push everybody away, so they give no one the power to make them feel insignificant. We all have a fear we're insignificant and unloved, or will be. So that's all that's happening for you. It's called being a human. It just shows up in a context because you call it picked a profession where on a regular basis you need to make requests of people, and lots of times they're going to say no, and their no becomes for him rejection, failure,